Hello everybody and welcome in to the deck choices for Team Wars week 26 of this year for South Park Phone Destroyer. Welcome in. My name is Glanzer. We're going to be going through the deck choices real quick here. This week is actually a repeat week, so we will have the foresight of previous weeks at our disposal. If we look through here, it's mostly a superhero deck, but there's also sci-fi involved this week. If we take a look at Mr. Oh, why did that not? Okay, that's weird. If we look at the top left here, we have Mecha versus Call Girl. At first look, if you look at the setup here, there is the other Wendy, so potential Call Girl could be a problem. There's double Timmy though. Mecha can mind control some pretty useful units though, so that might be the choice. Garrison. See, this is one where at the time Garrison was probably just really low leveled, and that might have been why the choices went the way that they did. Actually, if we look at this here, this list here is what we picked on free-to-play whales last time. So we went with Mecha, Kite, we went with the Ice Sniper, Terrence and Phillip, Coon, Tupperware, Fast Pass, PC Principal, Freeze Ray, Hamsters, Mysterion, and Poison. Now, I will say that almost without a doubt, the Scuzzlebutt is probably what we're going to want to pick here. When this happened, Scuzzlebutt was fairly new. Scuzzlebutt was not anywhere near as good as he is now. So I would say without a doubt, Scuzzlebutt is going to be the choice over PC Principal. And PC Principal will become one of the harder cards to pick in Team Wars now with all the other changes that have happened. Murph and stuff like that. PC Principal is going to be a hard one to pick. But PC Principal can also do bad things like push a Timmy into safety. So not bad that Scuzzlebutt is a better pick. I think it makes the deck better. Obviously, what I would say is you want to try to Scuzzlebutt on Mecha, maybe Kite, and then AQ or Ice Sniper. Like if you get these backline behind Scuzzlebutt, that backline is just going to be good. And then if they all get boosted, then you can play, maybe you could play Coon. I'd argue maybe Osimo is better here. But I would say for sure this is the one thing we would change. I think I actually do agree with going the Mecha over the Call Girl. The Call Girl, a lot of the good options are things that Call Girl can pull. I think Call Girl can pull Tupperware, although it's interesting because Alien Clyde has been changed since this update, or since this last was used. But I don't think there's really any targets that Alien Clyde really kills. And there's nothing that really combos it either. I guess maybe you could AQ, or you could Alien Clyde poison and then use like poison the spell to potentially kill like Mecha or something like that. That might work. But I would say that maybe Alien Clyde has more value than Tupperware than last time we did this deck. So I would say that maybe actually this could be a different pick here. You might go him, but obviously this guy doesn't get poisoned. This guy doesn't get poisoned. I mean, that poison's pretty good. Poison on him is pretty good. You might just want the poison simply for the Kite. But yes, I agree though. The Call Girl is a little bit too risky because you could pull Kite, you could pull Mysterion at a bad time. I can't pull him right now. It's 4, right? But yeah, so I would think that maybe you would want to go Osimo, but I guess Osimo doesn't freeze him. Yeah, I don't see why Osimo wouldn't be a good choice here too. But I guess Kuhn, just with the hamsters being an option, a couple, the fast pass just gets his boost up there pretty good. And then if you have Kite out there too, so I think that might just pair better together. Although I would think that the freeze and the shield could do pretty well. I'd have to watch the games again to be sure. I will link in the bio the link to the weekly update where we went over the games from last time. So if you want to actually delve in and look at 15 or so games from that week, you'll have some examples there to look at. So this will definitely help you out. I definitely agree on the Ice Sniper. Timmy's all right, but Mecha Timmy's probably better. I think the Terrence and Phillip are in general better. The Super Craig, there's no swarm really. Maybe the hamsters would be the only thing it would deal with, but I'd like the Terrence and Phillip can just really beat up. And part of the getting them on the Scuzzlebutt to kill him quicker, or getting the boost from the Scuzzlebutt could potentially be good. So I think Scuzzlebutt the Scuzzlebutt value is what's gonna really determine the matches for the most part, I think. So Kuhn's probably the choice. I could see, like I said, Osimo. I wouldn't say that we're not going to see some Osimos, so be prepared to deal with him. Tupperware probably has the edge if it boosts Kuhn. I can't remember if it boosts Kuhn or not, but otherwise, Alien Clyde I could see getting some value. Drone, kind of a good unit, but the fast pass chip can be really good. 3-cost boost the Kuhn. It's just all around a good unit, and there's no other 3-cost fighters if you go with him, and you don't go with him, so good to have that 3-cost fighter. Scuzzlebutt is the choice now. Freeze Ray is definitely the choice. Freeze Ray is definitely good, but just remember, I don't think you can Freeze Ray things that Scuzzlebutt have boosted, so remember that. Hamsters is definitely the choice, although I do love me some fast monkey, some 4-ass monkey, fast-ass monkey. Mysterion's probably going to be your choice. Yeah, Mysterion's definitely your choice. He's just going to get really good value. The sooner you get him out, the better. There's no way to get rid of him. And he's a potential target for the Scuzzlebutt, which, an extra 500 health on an assassin can be really brutal. And then the poison's going to be what you want to maybe deal. Poison actually does kill Call Girl, so that's probably why we're not going Call Girl. And then poison does a good damage to the Kite, might kill it at certain levels. Might kill the alien, or the Ice Sniper, depending on the level. And then does decent damage to stuff like Terrence and Phillip and stuff like that. So poison value could get really big this week as well. And we can kind of take a glance at that here. There we go. There's a little bit of the numbers here, courtesy of Pirate Coalition. Why haven't you joined us yet? But you'll see here, Osimo is quite a bit slower, so that's important to notice. You get about the same health, but Kuhn does have much more attack, especially if you get that plus value. So I'd say that the Kuhn might be the good choice. I think this might be wrong. I'm not sure if this was updated to his newest ability or not, or the stats. Honestly, I don't know if that was updated or not. But so don't look at those too much. But if we look at the poison, yeah, poison on him, poison on him, poison on him. So we actually kind of mark where the poison is good for. 219 on the damage from him. I would, honestly, since Scuzzlebutt is such a better card, I think that potentially the Garrison is a better potential pick than the Kite, because, if you kill Scuzzlebutt before he can put out units for the Scuzzlebutt to boost, that can be really beneficial. So if you have Terrence and Phillip out and, one other card, and you have enough energy for the Garrison and they just put out the Scuzzlebutt, it might be a good time to use it and get really good value, kill the Scuzzlebutt, and potentially kill him earlier than you can get the value, which would be game-changing. So I could see the Garrison being picked, so be wary of that, but just remember that Kite doesn't get targeted by Garrison. So honestly, Garrison might be the pick because Poison is the target for Kite. Poison 7 kills Kite. That's 5 base. It might not kill... Obviously, 6 doesn't kill him. It leaves a little bit of health, but that health can be dealt with I mean, that's where the 4-ass monkey damage could come in, like could kill something that poison doesn't kill. That's why I really like the poison plus 4-ass monkey. It feels good. It's like that combination kills a lot of stuff. But the hamsters are just too good. For 2 costs, it's just too good. They avoid poison, they avoid all sorts of stuff. Super fart, freeze ray, lava, everything. Freezes from Osimo, whatever. So I like that. I would say the biggest part of this chart though is what is showing for the what's showing for the poison. And otherwise, I think we kind of, if we do go lava, it would be dead. Yeah, that's a good point. So we save some caps there. But poison, I think there's just too many good targets for poison. So this week is going to be a poison week. I feel like I'm liking the setup here. Pretty much the same as we had last time for free to play, just with some subtle differences. So we'll give you another clean view at it here. And just to go through them one more time, most likely you're going to see Mecha because Call Girl dies to poison. You might see Garrison because of that same fact. Otherwise, Kite is a little bit more protected, so might be a little bit more common to see Kite. You're going to probably see Ice Sniper more than Timmy because more likely people are going Mecha, so Timmy is going to be less. You might see Call Girl Coon, so be ready for it. Just, poison it. Super Craig, probably not going to see as much. Terrence and Phillip value is just too good right now. Coon, Osimo might be a 50-50 update. You never know. I would say Coon gets a little bit of the edge because there's some good cheap sci-fi or superhero cards to pair with his ability, specifically the hamsters. This slot I don't really think matters that much. The Tupperware might edge it out because of the extra, the immunity that might help him out. But I would say that if you do run, poison and if you end up going the monkey, you could go Clyde instead. But I say Fast Pass for the cost here. I don't think Drone's a bad card necessarily, but he doesn't get boosted by Garrison, doesn't get shielded. There's a lot of stuff it doesn't go together with, and it doesn't boost the Coon. If you go Osimo, I'd say maybe Drone could be good. If you go Garrison, yeah, maybe. I think maybe the robot gets shielded. I can't remember. Scuzzlebutt's the clear choice because Scuzzle is one of the best Team Words cards in the game right now. Super Fart would be only good to laugh at people. The freeze rate could be very advantageous. Maybe Garrison is used and freezing them will save the match and so that you don't die to the Garrison or something like that. Freeze at the end to get a bar or whatever it might be. Mysterion's going to be your choice just because there's no way to deal with him and remove him. And you're going to be able to get really good value with him with Garrison or Scuzzlebutt if you time it well. And then the poison obviously is going to be chosen for those problem cards like Ice Sniper, Call Girl, and Kite. Or all 3 of them potentially. Well, I guess not all 3 of them because you couldn't have both the Call Girls. You couldn't have Call Girl and Ice Sniper out because they're both Wendy. But all right, that does it for this week. It's a repeat week. Like I said, I'll put in the description the week that it pertains to. And I'll get this uploaded. It'll be Monday evening this time. I'm going to shoot for Monday afternoon, but the problem is that, I don't know the deck until Monday morning. So if I'm not really, really motivated in the morning, which is pretty rare, it'll wait till I'll probably record at noon, get it uploaded, and then post it before I start streaming tonight, which is Monday night. We will be streaming tonight. Probably shortly after you finish this, we might be streaming, so you can click that link in the bio below, and you'll get sent right to us. So we'll see you next time. This will be a continued thing. We're just going to do the deck choices going forward. We will not be doing a dev update because there won't really be a dev update. If you want any news about events and stuff like that, make sure you check them out in-game. That'll be your source of truth going forward. But if you want to know what decks you want to use and some input from some of the top teams in the world using historical evidence and new info based on card changes and stuff like that, we will help you and your team continue to beat it up in Team Wars and continue to excel up the ranks. And we will see you guys on the next one later.